but it's, I mean, who wants to look, simple when you can look stunning?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is living their best life, and if you aren't, please do something today to put you on the path of living your best life. So in today's video, I'm just going to be finishing up these last 2 rows of these knotless box braids. I've been doing this since last Saturday. It's Sunday now. 8 days. I've been doing these for 8 days. Like when I had to go to school or go anywhere really, I've just been wearing a headscarf over it just to cover up the parts that I'm not done with, or like wearing it in like a ponytail that hides everything, you know. I am just so ready to get done with these. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. So let's just go ahead and get started. What I've been using to like jam down my hair is the Shine and Jam. I'm all out of that right now though, so I've been using edge control. And then I'm also using this pack of hair, the Glance Formation 30 inches, color 1. So yeah, I'm thinking, at first I was going to leave the end straight, but that kind of feels boring. So before I dip this hair in boiling water, I think I'm going to braid up the ends and then dip it so they can have a little crinkly look to it, but I don't know, we'll see. Let's just go ahead and finish up these last 11. Oh, since the last time on this channel that you guys seen me do knotless box braids, I've done knotless box braids once more, like last year. It was like black and then orange in the back, but I never filmed that, so that's why I'm making it like a goal of mine to film this time. And especially when you're doing small ones like this, especially in the back, at least for me, it was very hard to grip and do like the regular knotless look. So like you braid it first and then you add the hair. So what I've been doing is this. So what I've been doing is that I've been splitting my actual hair into 2 pieces. I've been adding 1 piece of my actual hair to the braiding hair and then just leaving that other piece out to be alone. And then there's a 3rd piece that isn't my hair, it's just the braiding hair. And that's how I've been starting off these knotless box braids. It's super easy, not super easy, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes easier as you're doing like small ones. And then what you do is just add on the hair like normal knotless braids. So you add on 1 piece of the hair into 1 strand that doesn't have any hair, another strand that does have hair, and yeah, you just keep on braiding. So right here, all I'm doing is just adding on some more Shine and Jam just to calm down some of the frizzy ends and to tuck better. Because I kind of suck at like tucking my actual hair into the braiding hair, especially when I'm doing small braids like this. I'm planning on working on it as I braid more and getting just a little bit better at it, but so far what has helped me is just to add some more gel or jam at the ends of my hair just to make sure everything is just smooth and even. And in total for each braid I added 4 pieces of braiding hair. So I added the first piece as a root, and then I just continue adding on the hair as I went down. last piece. Finally. It was really hard for me to grip, at least in the back. So what I've been doing now, instead of doing like the traditional knotless braids where you first begin with a regular braid on your real hair and then you add in hair, what I've been doing is I've been first applying jam, gel, whatever, to the base. Right now I'm using edge control, don't judge me. To the base of the hair, I get a piece of weave. I split this in half, and I kind of do like a little whoop. I don't know how to describe it other than the sound. You have one piece right here with no hair attached. You have a piece of your actual hair attached to the braiding hair, and then you have a piece of braiding hair over here. You braid and braid and braid and braid until you have the piece with just braiding hair and your regular hair in the middle. And the piece that has the braiding hair and your real hair attached is just being gripped by your hand. Then you take another piece of braiding hair and you attach that right here. The middle piece goes right in between this piece that had none of your hair, just the braiding hair, and then the piece of the your hair. And you just braid and braid and braid and braid and braid until you get the pieces that have the braiding hair and your real hair attached on this side. So you have one of them hanging over here and the other one in the middle. You take another piece of braiding hair, you add it to the middle, you braid, and you braid. And then this time you just add the piece to the parts that look the most thin. So I'm gonna continue braiding down a little bit because I need these braids to be a little bit long, you know. So the hair that I'm gonna add in is gonna be to this piece, because this piece kind of feels a little bit thin, and then the piece that has none of my real hair attached. There's gonna be a piece or strand that does not have any of your real hair attached. And then right here, when you get to your ends, one way that I found the best way to like tuck, sorry, I need to put it up against this lighter background. So take the braiding hair, fan it out a little bit, and then kind of wrap it around your real hair. So tuck your real hair in between the pieces of braiding hair. Kind of like this. You see? And then as you're braiding, just continue to like tuck it in between. That's the best way I'm finding to like tuck my hair, especially up front since I have bangs. But my bangs are growing out, so it's not that bad. I apologize for my focusing face. I know that it can sometimes be a little bit creepy, but it is what it is. I'm not staring into y'all souls, I promise y'all. If you need to add the edge control jam or gel to these parts, makes it easier to tuck, in my opinion. You guys, so yesterday I ran out of shining jam, right? And I don't know what the heck I thought I was doing with some dew grow. I forgot that dew grow is a grease, not really a jam. So when I put the dew grow on my hair and I was trying to braid down my hair, I was like, why does the hair keep on slipping out? Girl, because it's grease, it's not jam. It's not gel. Like, what are you trying to do? So, yeah, that's just a little story time. And voila, you see, period. The hair is now tucked and I'm on the last little round of these braids. So I have to say that this side, I braided a lot better because it was like all the way to the root. This side is really loosey-goosey. But you know what, it's fine. And all the way in the front, I really gave up on the parts. I remember it was like the day that I had a meeting in class, and girl, I just needed to get my parts ready so that I can put it in a ponytail and people can't really notice, because that class meets online, so nobody's gonna really notice that my hair isn't fully done, you know. So I just put it in a ponytail, but as long as I had like my hair parted off, I was like, okay, it's fine. So as I was parting it off, it was already like not even 2 hours, like an hour of me just parting the front of my hair. I gave up trying to do like the little bricklaying look, and I just did boxes. If it was a box or close enough to a box, it was good enough for me. In the back, I really tried and really did my work, you know, when it comes to doing like the bricklaying pattern, which I'll show you guys like in the end when I do my end result. That's gonna be tomorrow though. I'm doing the end result tomorrow once my hair is like fully done. Yeah, and I have on an outfit because right now I'm just in my pajamas, just trying to finish it up. But yeah, the back, I actually feel like I'm getting a lot better at doing parts. And I'm getting a lot quicker because the last time that I did box braids on myself were the pink box braids, which is on my channel. And part of my hair literally took me, like for like one section in the back, or like just the whole back section, it took me like 4 hours to part. And those are bigger boxes. It took me 4 hours, over 4 hours to part my hair. I was like, nah, bruh, this is too long. And even to part my hair like with these smaller ones, for the whole head, I would say that it probably took me like 5 hours. But I'm still a new person when it comes to this, and these parts are very small. So it is what it is. But for the whole head, it was like 5 hours total. But just for the back, for that pink hairstyle, that junk took me 4 hours, and that's not even including the front. And when I'm saying about 5 hours for this time parting my whole head, I parted my head and I did the same little sectioning thing that I did in the pink hair video. I'm just not showing you in this video because it took too long. I did the same sectioning thing that I did in the pink hair video, where I did first the front, the middle, and then have a back section, and then you part in those sections. For the very back, I did 3. For this part, it was all over the place because I was doing a little method where I first parted 6 on this side. So I did 6 rows on this side to part and 6 rows on that, and I connected them in the back. My hair too thick for that. It didn't work for me, so I connected the braids, but then I would have to split some of the sections like all the way in the middle into like 2 separate sections. Probably doesn't make any sense, but the next time I do this, I'll be sure to film that part. And that was just to make sure that the braids are small enough and like even enough, because I want to begin working on making sure that my braids, like the size of my braids, all match up, because I know that for some of my braids, they look, some are bigger, some are smaller. They all blend in because it's just black, but some are bigger and some are smaller, you know, and I want it to look more even. So that's going to be the next thing I work on. Up here, I'm finally done. Just checking to make sure that there's no hair that I forgot. In the back though, I did forget to like braid in a strand or 2. But I ain't gonna take it down. Who's taking this down? And literally, if I hadn't already finished the back, I wouldn't have even finished this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would have given up and took it all down because girl. But yeah, I'll show you guys all the end results later. Not later, tomorrow, once I have on actual clothes. Not just in my pajamas. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to braid up these ends. Because at first I was going to do just straight, but I don't want to anymore. I feel like that'll be a little bit boring. So I'm going to go ahead and split my hair in 4 sections. And we're just going to have a cute little... Actually, I'm going to do 6 sections so that it can be nice and crinkly. I'm just going to braid it all the way to the ends. And you know what? I'm going to add a little perm rod to the end, to the very end, so that it's not like a weird just straight line, you know. Instead of a perm rod, I'm going to do these little mini flexi rods. And then after I'm done dipping my hair in the boiling water, I'm going to go ahead and oil my scalp with my oil mixture and then put this mousse all over the braids. But I don't see the need to show that on camera. So what you guys are going to see next are the end results.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.